I don't feel the same way, that I get the same in return. Anniversaries, birthdays, Mother's Day, I get cards and they're beautiful cards. But now that I'm older, I really need some more substance to accompany the thought.
You need to get a second job.
No, because I found a way to buy stuff without breaking the budget, and I sacrificed.
Oh, we still don't agree on the budget part, so.
Okay, let me stop you for a moment. How's this conversation feeling?
She's not listening.
No, that's not what I asked.
Oh.
I didn't ask you to describe her. How is this conversation feeling to you? Your feeling? Does it feel good? Does it feel like you're getting somewhere? Does it feel kind of stuck?
Kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I think I feel like I missed it. Not knowing how to please my wife, and so yeah.
All right. How are you feeling right now?
Torn
Kind of torn.
between wanting to be accepting of who he is and what he's kind of capable of, or what he has shown his capabilities in, but at the same time wanting him to grow. It's like I don't want to push him to try to buy me everything, because that's not what I want. It's just more along the lines of him understanding that I'm really wanting him to show me I don't know, it just seems so selfish.
Yeah, you've got a conflict inside yourself around this. If you ask for what you really want, it means you're a bad person, you're selfish. But if you don't ask for what you want, then you get deprived, right? That's right.
Can I talk about what this is bringing up in me, or no?
Let me suggest something. I mean, I think that that's a good idea, Paul, but I think it'll come out in a structure that might be helpful for you. Here's what I'd like to suggest we do. This is a conflict, right? In terms of what does giving mean? What does giving mean? What does it mean to be honored as a wife? What does it mean to be honored as a husband in terms of giving? And this, of course, being around Christmas, is the season of giving. So giving becomes something that really starts rising to the surface at this time, doesn't it? Around Christmas time. So what I would like to suggest to you is that we do a different kind of conversation called the Dream Within Conflict. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what it means, and then I'll kind of guide you through it. When people have a heartfelt position that they're coming from, there's usually very deep feelings about it, a deep sense of values, a deep sense of meaning, oftentimes history, that's linked to it. And those are often different for each individual in the relationship. Yet when you're discussing what you want, for example, and how you haven't gotten what you wanted, and it's not okay to ask for what you want, and so on the surface, you don't get down to the deeper level of where you're living with this issue, where the feelings are really coming from. And so before you think about resolving the issue or trying to address it, it's really important to gain that understanding of each other's position on this issue by one person being the speaker, the other person being the listener, right? Speaker, each of you will take a turn being the speaker. And let's address the issue in terms of gifts and gift giving, gift receiving, and what that's about for you in terms of your own needs. And as you're speaking about what gift, what your position is on giving, gifts, material things, the listener, I'm going to give you kind of a written set of questions that will help you to structure what you ask your partner. They're at the top of the page. And what the listener needs to do is simply just ask the questions kind of one by one, and I may jump in and help you shape the question a little bit in terms of the uniqueness of what's coming out. But simply listen to your partner without trying to persuade them of anything different, without trying to tell them what they should think or feel. So it's about listening and trying to really understand your partner's deeper inner world around their position on this particular issue. So you'll take turns. Each of you, let's say, will give you each, let's say about 15 minutes or so to be the speaker and the listener. And then you'll trade roles without trying to solve it, but just firstly trying to understand it at a deeper level. Okay? So, as the speaker, Chantel, why don't you begin by simply talking about your position regarding gifts. What gifts mean to you? And you're going to be talking with Paul, so this will be a dialogue between the two of you. Paul, your role will be to just listen and then ask each question in turn if it makes sense to you, okay? And I'll help you with this too. All right. Chantel, you want to begin?
I've always felt that gifts are a token of your affection or your appreciation for someone, and that when you give them a gift, that's your way of showing that, especially if it's something that you know they wanted or something that they didn't know that they could ever get. That's huge for me. I don't remember growing up with a lot of gifts. And then I remember sharing a lot. There wasn't anything that was particularly mine. Kind of always having the dream of being given to at some point. And maybe if I give enough, somebody will want to get back.
Paul, try asking that question as Chantel is leading into this, the question about history.
Is there a story behind this for you?